The Yigo coral pit fire was a huge disaster. It resulted in the temporary relocation of families and cost tens of thousands of taxpayer dollars. But how did this all happen? How was it that tons of trash was dumped into a coral pit? Apparently, the land is privately owned, and Guam EPA knew all about it years ago.
The owner's been issued a notice of violation in previous years, and up until last summer, was already his case was given to the Attorney General's office. And prior to that, before the end of the summer last year, numerous times the owner was given a chance, even met before the board in an appeals process, and we've re-inspected according to the inspectors, and of course the permit was denied.
So essentially, Mr. Taitano was illegally operating a dump site on his property, a coral pit that filled with trash for years until it eventually lit on fire. Guam EPA eventually got involved, issued notices of violations, and forwarded everything to the Attorney General's office.
Last year in August, it was forwarded, and so the legal process has taken over, where the respondent's legal counsel has been representing him, the agency has been representing the government, and so far that's where it's at. So the legal process has taken over. We're just waiting for it to take its course.
Meanwhile, the coral pit in Yigo is left smoldering. It was a huge fire that could only be put out by using dirt and gravel provided by Smithbridge. GFD spokesman Joey Nicholas explains.
Basically what we're doing is using backfill material to cap the hard fill site, and basically what that's doing is smothering the fire. By doing a 400% cap on top of it, we'll be eliminating the oxygen source, which will hopefully put out the fire below it.
While many questions remain as to how this illegal dump was allowed to ever happen, a new question arises today, which is where is GFD, and why is it these gentlemen are left with the task of fighting this smoldering fire?
Although the situation is under control, the fire is not completely out. In fact, you can see the smoke coming out of vents in the layers of backfill, which is why crews are also spraying water on it. But the crews aren't with the Guam Fire Department. They're made up of DPW employees and private contractors. In fact, there were no GFD personnel at all at the site.
We were there the first couple of days, and we were able to train the people that were there, the ones that are supplying the water, as well as the heavy equipment operators, as far as what needs to be done. Basically, GFD's kind of taken a step back and just kind of overseeing. We do sporadic checks with our Yigo fire truck, and the reason why we're doing that is, number one, it's a redundant operation. It can be done rather safely by these contractors, and then number two, it keeps our units available for emergency responses to life safety and property protection.
Clint Rogel, PNC News.